How's it going, people? Simon Slapper here, and this is your update. Runescape was updated yesterday. I was going to check it out, but then I checked up that other random endgame chat thing because, well, I wanted to. And I'm sure many of you are wondering where the fuck is my lore, Simon. Don't worry, it'll be up later this week instead of today. So yeah, it's all good. So today, talking about Elder Divination. This came out yesterday. Basically, it's here, and if you don't know where Elder Divination is, it's, well, high-level divination, basically. You need to have done Fate of the Gods to actually access it. So in that case you will need fairly high stats and you need to have completed quite a lot of quests, but there are some other things for those who haven't, so bear with me, we'll go through it all. Basically, the Elder Divination is this new wisp colony which you can access after the Fate of the Gods, and it'll go from level 75 to 78, 75 to 78, nope, 75 to 85, and you can create items with it up to 99. So all in all, not bad. There's new items and you can summon the player voted Nightmare Musper Familiar. Now the familiar thing, that actually stores memories for you, and it stores more than what a yak can. At the same time, it'll empty its inventory as you are emptying your inventory at the void thing, where you just dump everything. So all in all, not bad. So once you complete Fate of the Gods, you can use the World Gate south of Eagle's Peak to return to Runescape, travel back across the dodgy landscape and into Zaros' Sanctum, and it's in here where you can actually do your divination. If you've done the quest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alternatively, use the new shortcut option on the World Gate to jump straight to it, which is quite a lot better, because, well, running through the landscape is really pretty hazardous, let's be honest. And once you're here, you'll find a new wisp colony. This will help you train from 75 to 85. That's literally like the level range of it. No need to bring the measure though, it's not actually required to spawn the wisps. They'll actually permanently be visible after you've completed it. So all in all, good times. Using the Elder Energy though, you'll be able to weave powerful portents, signs and locations up to level 99 and imbue Mighty Musper summoning pouches. You can make portents of degradation, which will automatically heal you and damage your opponent when you're damaged to under half life. They can also be made into more powerful attuned varieties of portents, signs of death. And these will return a percentage of your life points upon dying, preventing your demise and damaging your opponent for a corresponding amount. Portents and signs of life revive you with more health though, without the ability to damage your enemy though. So it's up to you which one you choose. Basically, let's say you've got 10,000 life and you die, you've got a sign of life on you, it'll revive you and you'll have, I don't know, let's say 3,000 life straight away. While what the portents and signs of death will do, they'll also revive you once you die, but they'll only give you, say, 2,000 life points, but at the same time they'll also damage the enemy for a chunk of damage. So yeah, toss up between which one you'd want to use. There's also a new type of divine location to make. This is called the Divine Simulacrum, and it can be woven from 75 divination or above, and is harvestable at 65 divination and grants energy appropriate to your level. On top of that, from the player poll, you do have the Nightmare Musper Familiar. Beast of Burden can only hold memories and energy, but it has a better capacity than a pack yak. And if you have one with you while you're converting at a rift, it'll automatically empty and fill its inventory. It also gives a small passive chance to quadruple energy when harvesting from springs. In other words, will help out divination quite immensely. The pouches themselves are made using Elder Energy in the place of Spirit Shards, as well as Elder Charms and Musper Spines, dropped only by Musper killed within Runescape. So basically, to get hold of them, you need to have access to this place. So yeah, might be an aim if you're going for 99 divination, because I dare say getting quadruple will speed her up quite a lot, because divination, well, fair play, divination is slow. Additionally, while divining in Runescape, you'll also uncover 10 snippets of ancient lore from the Elder Chronicles, which also grant you XP in any skill of your choice when handed in at the divination camp or at the Cathixian Shrine, which will actually still give you the divination boost. Additionally, there are new divine implings to be caught around Gillinor, and in Impetuous Impulses. They require 7900 to catch and yield energy portent signs, and if you're lucky, completed Musper summoning pouches. Well, moving on to the next bit now, it is now possible to transmute summoning charms into other types. You'll need several lower tier charms plus some divination energy to produce the charm of your choice. Chronicles have also been reworked. You can gather more at once, they give far more XP than they used to, and their spawn rate has been greatly increased. Note that while you can now carry up to 30 at once instead of 10, the spawn rate starts to decrease once you're holding more than 10, so it's a good idea to hand them over whenever you can. If you haven't already set your sights on completing Fate of the Gods, now is probably a good time to do it. To cap it off, we're also offering an early bird bonus for the next 2 weeks. Triple Divine Imblin spawns, double Hunter XP, and energy from catching Divine Imblins, as well as double Divination XP and energy when gathering from Divine Simulacrums. And as a little side note, unlocking all 10 pieces of lore from the Elder Chronicles is now a requirement for the trimmed comp cape. So if you have a trimmed comp cape, that's what you're going to have to do to actually get it back, unfortunately. It might take a bit of time. But yeah, all in all, quite a big little divination update, let's be honest. There's quite a few new cordons and signs and shit. And some new imps and stuff. So all in all, not bad. Other news though, we also have patch notes from yesterday. And there's a few of them. I'll be honest, there's quite a few of them. I have seen bigger patch notes, but yeah, let's see what happens then. So, graphical update wise, wearing aprons with new player base kits no longer makes their arms disappear. A pink overlay that was over the water at the fishing store in Catherby has been removed. A particular tapestry in a clan citadel has been prevented from clipping with the wall. Corrected the water shader being used in the HTML5 client. The dairy cows in Lumbridge have now been updated to the newer models. The cow in the Ashdale cow wheel had a coloured polygon in its rear end fixed. Yeah, righto. So skill and minigame wise, spell tablets created from player-owned house lecterns now use the standard Make X interface. Players should now be able to correctly deposit coins in their kingdom's coffers. Probably a good thing. Moving on to the quests and achievements. Banger. Cutscene skipping functionality has been added to some cutscenes used in the Rune Mysteries, Rune Memories, One Piercing Note, Stolen Hearts, Diamond in the Rough, Frost Miners, Yours, Ritual of the Martyr, World Wake, Song for the Depths, Brink of Extinction, and player-owned ports. A typo in the Smuggler's Journal in A Shadow over Ashdale has been corrected. Moving on to your miscellaneous. Creating an instance of a boss encounter, excluding the Kelphite King, now has a new option as friends only, which will limit access to friends of the creator only. Which, well, I suppose it's convenient-ish, I suppose. Saves you from typing numbers and stuff in. Something or nothing personally. An issue that was causing keybinds to not function correctly under certain circumstances has been corrected. Inventory-only presets can now be loaded if the player has an active aura. Presets that equip items to the player's inventory will now only take all but one if they don't have the amount of preset requirements. Right, so I'm assuming what that means is, let's say for example in your inventory you've got it preset up to give you like 28 rocktails in your inventory. But let's say you've only got 25 rocktails in your inventory. Well, if you was to press it preset, well, prior to now, it would take all of your rocktails, all 25 of them. However, now with this update, it'll only take 24, leaving you with one left, so you've still got your bank placeholder. All in all, good little update. An issue with the preset equipping items correctly, but still giving messages that items could not be equipped has been fixed. A typo in treasure trail sections of minigame interfaces have been fixed. A confirmation has been added when using a clan Vexilium to teleport to the clan camp. Redeeming a bond from a tab in a bank will no longer move items between tabs. The summon familiar icon now disappears correctly when a familiar despawns inside an instanced area. The toggle options of the Doomsayer's warning interface now highlight correctly. An issue that was causing the resized mouse pointer to appear too far in the clan chat and friend interfaces has now been corrected. Moving on to the old ninja fix. It is now possible to collect all Grand Exchange offers at once, either to the bank or the inventory. Farming leprechauns will now note willow branches and tree roots. Jeffrey now has a right-click option to claim daily flax. Quite nice. Circus barkers now have a right-click option to quickly tell players where the circus is located. Extinguish is no longer the left-click option on lit torches, probably a good thing. An extra message has been added when obtaining a Scepter of the God. Teleporting from the Rise of Six graveyard no longer drains a charge on Draken's Medallion. And last but not least, we have updates to the HTML5 engine. This is hint arrows in the HTML5 beta should no longer appear in places on the screen that may cause confusion. Doors in the HTML5 beta should now show the correct state, i.e. doors that appeared closed can no longer be walked through. And lastly, the flames under the spit roast and anywhere else that had a particle or billboard attached to a rotating model in the HTML5 beta should no longer orbit the chicken. Honestly, I would very much like to see that. But yeah, that is it people, that is the patch notes and the updates. They are now all in game. So yeah, probably worth having a little gander at this Elder Divination. Especially if you don't have the 99 in it yet, and you happen to have completed Fate of the Gods. I dare say it'd probably be quite nice XP. Either way, that is it. And they've all been informed. So tomorrow will be the Umsifus. That's right, I do actually have an Umsifus, although it is a bit of a small one again. Well, can't really complain. I've done quite a bit on it. Good times. So either way, that'll be up tomorrow. Friday should be a quest. If not, then I'll check up the lore. So there we go. Lore will either be Friday or on the Saturday. So yeah, lore will be it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I didn't forget about it. So yeah, until next time, people, I will catch you all later. Have a good one.